Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, and I'm just here today to analyse yesterday's football and what happened. So there was 4 matches yesterday in the Premier League, and yeah, it was a pretty eventful day. Some of the games weren't great, but every game had a goal in, which is always a bonus. I'm glad I'm not talking about any nil-nils after the Villa vs Sheffield United game the other day. But yeah, overall it was pretty decent, I'd say. First game of the day was Watford versus Leicester at Vicarage Road. That did nearly finish 0-0, but 2 late goals, and excellent late goals for that matter, kind of saved that, to be honest with you. Yeah, it was two. To be honest with you, it was two of the best goals you're probably going to see from the restart. To be fair, first goal, Ben Chilwell, of course, linked with big moves away at the moment, especially to Chelsea. He got the ball and he just hit it, absolutely brilliant goal, and it looked like that was going to break Watford's hearts, and Leicester City were going to go on and take all 3 points. But no, Leicester City's Craig Dawson comes up with an overhead kick to score an equaliser, brilliant goal, and 2 great goals, and the game probably deserved to be a draw. Watford certainly didn't deserve to lose the game. In fact, on chances, I think Watford actually probably deserved to win. I personally think Watford shouldn't be down where they are. I think they're better than a relegation team, Watford. So, yeah, I think that it was a good game. It was a good game overall, even though it was 0-0 for a while. The game was very tense, and yeah, 1-1 draw was probably about fair. If anyone deserved to win, as I said, it was probably Watford. But yeah, they got the draw in the end. 2 excellent goals, and yeah, both managers walked away relatively happy with a point, I guess. Leicester a point close to securing Champions League football. Watford got a point which takes them a bit further away from relegation, so it wasn't too bad overall. Second game of the day was Brighton versus Arsenal, and yeah, this one was eventful, it's fair to say. Arsenal had enough chances to win the game, I'd say. I mean, I'm not saying they deserved to win it, but Arsenal certainly had enough chances to put Brighton away. That didn't happen, and Brighton ended up winning the match 2-1. Firstly, we just want to say about Arsenal goalkeeper Bernd Leno, very unfortunate injury. Hope he gets well soon. One of them injuries, a freak injury, to be honest with you. And yeah, Neil Mopai maybe went for the ball a bit aggressively, but I don't think you can blame Mopai for this, even as an Arsenal fan. I think it would be very harsh to say that Mopai deliberately injured him. But yeah, other than that, we'll other than that, though, as a game, another great goal in this game from Nicolas Pepe actually picks up the ball, hit an absolute beauty from Pepe. What shows glimpses of what he's capable of. Of course, Pepe signed for Arsenal, 72 million in the summer, and yeah, I mean, an excellent goal from him. And yeah, but unfortunately, it wasn't enough for Arsenal. Lewis Dunk got the equaliser, bit of scrappy defending. He bundled the ball home in the end. That made it 1-1, and then the last minute of the game, Neil Maupay, the man who injured Bernd Leno earlier on in the game, ended up scoring the winner from some slack Arsenal defending. Arsenal lose second game in a row. Poor really for Arsenal. Brighton have now doubled Arsenal for the first time in their history. Crazy stuff. But yeah, not really a lot more to say other than Brighton got the win and they took their chance. And big win for Brighton, their first win of 2020. They move away from the relegation zone. I think this win, Brighton could look back on this win at the end of the season and really say it might well have kept them in the division. It's a big win for them. But yeah, that's the second game of the day. Disappointing for Arsenal. They remain in mid-table. I think Arsenal will be lucky if they get Europa League this season, to be honest with you. It's been a really poor season for the Gunners. I still think Mikel Arteta needs more time. Needs a few transfer windows, but yeah, this isn't a good enough though from Arsenal at the moment. 2 straight defeats. They were unbeaten in 2020 before the restart, and now this happens. Yeah, things need to change at Arsenal. There's no doubt about that. Next up, you had West Ham versus Wolves at the London Stadium. For largely, this was a very poor game, really lacking on quality, and the game just didn't have a lot to it until the introduction of Adama Traore. Very good impact substitution. Comes on, puts a brilliant ball in for Raul Jimenez, who opens the scoring. And then the second goal is really the talking point. Yesterday had some excellent goals, but this might well be the pick of the bunch, actually, from Neto, from Wolves. Crossing from Doherty. Neto hits a left foot volley. He'll never hit a shot sweeter than this in his life. A brilliant goal. An absolutely excellent finish. That made it 2-0. And Wolves go level on points with Manchester United in 5th. They're 6th place on goal difference, but what an excellent season Wolves are having, even with the Europa League still in play. Well, not at the moment because it's been delayed till August, but what an excellent time it is excellent time for Wolves. How well they've done this season, even coping with the European football on the side. Yeah, well, Wolves could still get Champions League football as well. I honestly think so. But and I don't think they'd even look at a place in the Champions League, which is amazing to say really about Wolves. Also, as for West Ham, really poor season. They can still get relegated. I mean, I can't imagine the London Stadium in the Championship after all the money West Ham put into it. If they did get relegated, it would be a disaster. West Ham should not be in the position they're in. Really poor season for them at the moment, but that is unfortunately West Ham have still got some work to do to stay in the division for next season. And the final game of the day was Bournemouth versus Crystal Palace, a Bournemouth side who had to win against a mid-table Crystal Palace side. And yeah, Bournemouth just didn't turn up in this game. It was a real easy win for Palace. First goal, excellent free kick from Lukas Milivojevic. Goalkeeper no chance, 1-0. And then the second goal, Andre Ayew scored his 9th goal of the season. There's not really a lot more to say about this game other than it was a comfortable win for it was a comfortable win for Palace. They very easily beat Bournemouth. Bournemouth have got work to do if they want to stay in the division. They remain in the relegation zone, but yeah, the worrying times with Bournemouth looking at yesterday's performance. They've still got a lot of work to do. But yeah, that's all the results from yesterday. About to watch today's games. Newcastle versus Sheffield United has just kicked off, actually. I'm going to go for a 1-0 Sheffield United win in this game. And then in the games later on, I'm going to go 2-0 Chelsea and, well, 3-1 Chelsea and 2-0 to Everton as well in the games later on. I think that's about fair. 2-0 to Liverpool, I should say, if that's not said Everton. But yeah, later on in the game, later on as well. So we'll wait and see. But exciting now the football's back. So much football to get ourselves into. A game every day till Friday. Very exciting stuff as a football fan. It's been missing for 3 months. Longer than a normal regular season break as well. It's just crazy. But it is back now. Very excited. And yeah, let's hope it continues to deliver. Okay, thank you for watching and I'll see you soon.